Hello, Bucs fans. Welcome back to Real Bucs Talk. And your Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 2-0 after a huge victory over the Detroit Lions as they won 20-16, beating them in Detroit and finding a way to move to 2-0. Just a huge victory for this team, and especially given all the things that they were facing. With all the injuries, you have no Antoine Winfield, you got no Luke Gedeke, Kalijah Cansey's out, plus a number of other guys, and then also Vita Vea gets hurt in the game, he goes out. So on top of all of that, the Buccaneers just found a way to hold on and win this game and beating a very good Detroit Lions team in their house. I think can't go can't credit enough to the Buccaneers coaching staff and the players to being ready for this game and being prepared, and really did a great job of fighting through and finding ways to win. Defense was fantastic. Chris Godwin was awesome. Baker Mayfield making plays, and the Bucs just they did it. They found ways to keep the Lions out of the end zone, stopping them 7 out of 8 times inside the red zone. The Lions had the ball majority of this game, and when you look at the stats, they pretty much dominated and probably should have won. They had 85 snaps, I believe, to the Bucs 46. So it was pretty much the Lions throughout most of the game, but the Buccaneers made the most of their opportunities, winning the turnover battle, and just making big plays at key times to find a way to win. And I believe the Buccaneers proved that they are legit contenders, especially in the NFC, and have a real shot of competing for a Super Bowl spot this year. I think if they can get healthy and hopefully get some bounces their way as far as the health department goes, they have a real chance of being right there at the end and being one of the better teams in this league. Because when you look at it, this team is getting a lot of growth from young players. I mean, you look at Yaya Diaby, um, JTS making plays, Ian McCollum, Christian Izzy, and Tyke Smith, Servassier Dennis. All these guys are continuing to develop and get better overall. So that has me excited. Offensively, this team is going to improve. I think as time goes on, they get more comfortable in the new system, and you just hopefully can stay healthy. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. But and the best part is other national media and people around the league are starting to take notice as well. Mike Florio, he's been in on the Buccaneers since the start of this offseason and going into the season, has them as number 3 in his power rankings. And I don't find that as a shock. I think that is in line with what the Buccaneers can present and what they have roster wise and coaching staff. I think they are a definitely a top 10 team for sure, and a team to watch out for as this season moves on. And yes, a lot of things need to improve. You look at, certain stats. Obviously, the running game needs to be better, and hopefully that continues to move forward. Uh, just overall consistency inside the red zone. Offensively, you want to see better and score more touchdowns, be a more efficient overall. Yeah, sure. All those things can improve, and I expect them to do so as we move forward. But right now, you look at the NFC South, the Buccaneers 2-0. The Saints are right there as well, who have impressed, a lot of folks around the NFL circles, and they're 2-0. So that is going to be quite the competition here as we move forward throughout the season, and the Bucs are going to have, facing the Saints and the Falcons coming up. Those are going to be two big matchups, not too far away from now. So that should be interesting. But just getting back to this game, I thought it just showed how tough this Bucks team is mentally and also physically. I mean, they did a great job of playing not only just smart football, but just playing physical, playing hard, aggressive, especially on defense, offensively making plays when they had opportunities to do so, and just being in the moment. I thought was really impressive, and doing a lot of good things. You see plays here by Jordan Whitehead, McCollum, and then on offense, Chris Godwin and Baker. Playing very confident, making plays. Downfield. This team leads the league in explosive percentage on offense, which is very impressive. And you can see them; they're getting big shots. I mean, this is a great play call here to Chris Godwin, so they get that play done, and then Baker showing his ability to make things happen and be a playmaker back there. I think is super underrated, and he just continues to do a great job of this, extending the play, finding ways to extend drives and ultimately lead to touchdowns, which is a big part of good offenses. And then this play call here on the draw play, great job to finish and get it in. Overall, just an awesome job by this team, and I think it's going to be exciting to see how they continue to progress week in and week out. But right now, you got to think the Bucs, they're right there, man. They are legit contenders this season, and can't be more excited about this team and where they are going, because I think they have all the pieces in place. They have their quarterback, they have a solid offensive line when healthy, they have plenty of playmakers and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Defensively, you got promising players that are continuing to get better weekend, like Yaya Diaby is a legit pass rusher. Like, he is showing really good signs of becoming that guy. And you just hope that growth continues. Savasier Dennis is looking like a playmaking linebacker for this team. Jordan Whitehead and Christian Izzy and Tyke Smith. And when you get Antoine Winfield Jr. back, I mean, the secondary looks like a complete unit, and it's going to be really fun to see how the Buccaneers continue to make adjustments and utilize their playmakers on both sides of the ball. So really excited, really good start so far to the season. But long way to go. We'll have to see how the Buccaneers played out. But right now, I think you have to be confident that this team is for real and legit a really good football team. And as a Bucs fan and as an analyst of the team, you have to feel really good about that and really excited for the rest of the season to play out. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts, and what do you guys think? Do you think the Bucs are for real? Do you think they can contend in the NFC and obviously hopefully compete for a spot in the NFC Championship game, or perhaps a Super Bowl and Super Bowl contention as well? So let us know what you guys think. And with that said, until the next one.